Well, the clock on the wall is telling me that's all, y'all. So I'm gonna mosey on down to the Red Rock Bar and buy all the ladies a drink on me. But don't try fooling me again, Dennis. This has been Chet Sebastian's Jazz Corner. Until next time, keep it cool, King Falls.
Good evening, you're listening to King Falls AM, that's 660 on the radio dial. And this is the Sammy and Ben Show, sans Sammy at the moment.
Sorry about that, Ben. Everybody at home, I was just running a little late. I just saw the weirdest thing.
Was it Chet leaving? I told him to take that fur coat off. Guy looks like he walked off the set of a blaxploitation film.
No, I wish I'd seen that. But I was driving in tonight, and I was running a tad bit late, as you can see, and I swear to you, I'm coming up Main Street. I got behind a hearse delivering these giant white rose bouquets. Like, every couple of streets, the damn thing's topping.
No,
yeah, it did.
So, we've got a great show for you folks tonight. Ernie Salcedo.
Ben.
Yes?
Okay, I can see you slashing at your neck furiously and shaking your head no, but the audience can't. So, what's the issue here?
I'm sorry, we just don't talk about this, Sammy.
So you know of it. Is it like some kind of weird Halloween thing?
Halloween? Are you serious? We don't celebrate Halloween here in the falls, Sammy.
What? This is like friggin' Halloween town. You know those shops that open up every year around Halloween and close the day after? King Falls is where all those shops should move to when it's not Halloween.
Two things. One, that's a horrible business model. And two, Halloween is one big diabetic pumpkin.
Come on, you don't like decorating, trick-or-treating?
All of it. It's like you're tempting these ghouls and goblins to come and mess with you. We get enough of that here. And again, diabetes.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from, but I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a surprise.
What can I say? We're more the Christmas or Arbor Day types.
Okay, so the hearse is delivering flowers. What's the deal if it's not a Halloween ritual?
Did you really see that? Did someone tell you to mess with me about this?
Scout's honor. I was late because of it. I illegally passed on a double yellow line, sorry, Deputy Troy, just to skate around him and make my way up the mountain.
I don't like this. I don't know that I've ever known anyone that saw the flowers delivered. Usually businesses and people just find the wreaths the next morning. Did you see inside the hearse? Was it people?
You know, I didn't look, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was a human being.
Well, that's good. It's something.
Okay, so the roses.
Damn it, Sammy. We got a show scheduled, you know?
I'm well aware. Just fill me in about the roses and we'll move on.
Yeah. Okay. So, every year around this time...
Halloween.
October.
Uh-huh.
Every October, there is a certain society of people, and I use the term people loosely, that congregate and deliver the rose wreaths to individuals and businesses. That's a fact.
And
nobody really knows what happens after that.
But legend has it...
Don't legend has it me. Nobody knows for sure. Why gossip?
Okay, what do you think happens, Ben?
Well, I think people either accept this weird invitation or they don't. But I can tell you the people that don't, well, they don't last long after that.
Okay, so we've just went from spooky 1-800-Flowers to murder in only a few easy steps.
Not murder per se, but businesses that decline tend to move away or go under, or tragedy strikes. Sure, I've heard stories that these folks end up on the wrong end of a funeral ceremony, but I couldn't prove it. Are you satisfied now?
Of course. Thank you, Ben. King Falls, you've heard our story. Now let's hear yours.
Don't open up the phone lines.
We're opening up the phone lines here at the station, 424-279-3858. Have you had contact with this demonic annual floral delivery? Hit us up.
Don't call or tweet us, please.
Give us a call or tweet us at King Falls AM. Ben will personally answer every tweet, #RedRumRoses.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Ben, it looks like the phone lines are lighting up, buddy.
I expected better of you, King Falls.
Lucky line 1, you're on the air with Sammy and Ben.
Low-down, gossip-mongering, muckraking filth.
Pete?
Escobar?
No, it's Pete. You know damn well I'm listening.
What's on your mind tonight, Pete?
Did your mom teach you to start off phone calls with name-calling, Pete?
My mom taught me to stand up for myself. Don't start a fight, but don't be afraid to end it.
Who's fighting?
Oh, what a short attention span you have, Sammy. Not dwelling on you and Mr. Howard Ford Beauregard III's issues, you're picking a fight with the unknown. Ben told you to shut your trap.
Let me tell you, this would be a long 4 hours if we didn't talk, and, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, I get it, Mr. Nincompoop radio host. You gotta blab. but that's something you don't trifle with. You should know this.
Sammy, you know I hate to say Pete is right about anything,
But I'm right about this. I know you know, Ben. That's all I need to know. Stop yapping about things you don't understand.
Thanks, Pete.
Did you have a question or an experience with the flowers, Pete?
Absolutely not. Don't try to get me in trouble.
You okay over there, Pete?
Yeah, I'm just out. Just out.
This time of night.
Yeah, I'm running errands and stuff like that, you know? It's not your business.
Uh-huh.
You're making something of this. You're doing something, you're getting me involved. Stop.
It's just weird Mr. Beauregard's gardener is out at 2 a.m. running errands.
So your boss doesn't have anything to do with the roses, does he, Pete?
Ben Arnold, if you've got a lick of good sense, I wouldn't walk too close to Sammy for the next few lifetimes. He's gonna wind up on the bottom end of an anvil.
You know, I just don't think asking questions is the equivalent of buying Acme rocket kits and trying to catch a damn bird.
You mind answering his question, Pete?
Oh, hell no. You two are a couple horse patoots. I'm never listening to this show again.
Until tomorrow.
Pete out!
Are you happy, Sammy? Is this what you were hoping for?
Civilized conversation is the only thing I look for. That said, I'm gonna say it's a tad bit suspicious.
There are dots we don't need to connect. Moving on.
Maybe you're right.
Folks, we're going to take a break to pay some bills, and we'll be right back and on schedule.
Dale's Dollar Tree. At dirt cheap prices. It's almost free. Hi, everybody. I'm super excited to tell you about some unbelievable deals we have right now at Dale's Dollar Tree. Let's segue to the savings. Our low prices are guaranteed. Who's guaranteeing it, you ask? Me. How do you take advantage of these savings? 1. Walk into Dale's Dollar Tree. 2. Throw something in your cart. 3. Savings. Dale's Dollar Tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and you're listening to King Falls AM. Now, we were just talking about me running late this morning because of
So we got a great show scheduled tonight. We've got Mr. Eli Goldblum on later in the hour.
And who is Mr. Goldblum?
Are you kidding me? Only the most renowned post-mortal psychologist known to man. He's on a spoken word world tour, and this Thursday you can see him live at the King Falls Convention Center.
That's something.
Indeed. So that's in about 40 minutes. We got Rose from Rose's Diner, of course, calling in to talk about how the bee crisis is affecting her honey-baked ham specials for the foreseeable future.
Really? That's something that's happening?
Come on, Sammy, this bee situation is serious business.
You get points for not buzzing or saying beesness.
You don't want to know how hard that was.
Okay, so how can we help with the bees?
Cut back on swatting them? I don't know for sure. That's why we're talking to Rose.
Gotcha.
And our first topic of discussion this evening was going to be...
About the flowers.
Don't.
Okay, look, can we open up the phone lines again? I'd like to talk about these flowers. You tell King Falls your topic, and then we'll see what they want to talk about.
You know they'll talk about the damn rose wreaths.
You heard it here, folks. Line 7, you're on with Sammy and Ben.
I can't sleep with all this damn racket going on. You two dingleberries, keep it down.
Herschel?
Oh, hell, don't make me get out of bed and give you a full blast so late at night. I don't even know where my slippers are.
Mr. Baumgartner, you realize you called us, right? This is the radio station.
I know who and what I call. I dialed you dick whistles because all this crybabying about the damn flowers. Turn that jazz fella back on so I can get some rest.
Chet is on from 10 to 2, Mr. Baumgartner. This is Sammy and Ben, and we talk about...
I don't give a damn if it's Tricky Dick Nixon calling to give me a Congressional Medal of Honor. You shut your noise holes about the damn funeral flowers and play me some heroin-fueled American art.
We're going to count that as 1 for the flowers.
Line 14, you're live on the air.
Long-time listener here.
Did you hang up, Sammy?
Yeah, sorry, I hate that guy.
Line 3, this is King Falls AM.
Good evening, Benjamin, Samuel. This is
Beauregard?
Mr. Howard Ford Beauregard III. My man told me that you were spreading more lies than usual on your little radio show. I thought I would call and clear the air.
Mr. Beauregard, can I just say before this call goes any further that we will not accept any abuse towards us or the listeners of this show.
How cute that you think people listen to you two buffoons.
That's abuse. That's exactly what we were...
Oh, that's a joke where I come from. You millennials would never have lasted back in my day, with your emotions and feelings and the like.
When was that day, again, Mr. Beauregard?
Information about myself and my family can be found in my international best-selling e-book, King of King Falls. I don't have to answer to, well, you.
Did you have a reason for the call tonight, Beauregard?
Indeed I do. While men with any couth wouldn't speak about festivities that they know nothing about.
So, you're behind these deliveries.
Also, while I would never name names and throw my friend under a bus, you should know that this wasn't the agreed-upon topic of the show.
Oh, stop it.
I don't know a thing about the supposed yearly White Rose deliveries you speak of. My family nor myself have ever been involved with such joviality. In fact, in all my years, I can't recollect such a thing.
I don't buy that for a second. Maybe you never sent the roses, and let's play devil's advocate and say, sure, you've never received them, which I doubt, but there is no way you haven't heard of this.
Maybe it's something you commoners have made up, like the Tooth Fairy, the Illuminati, or equal rights for the sexes.
I can't deal with this guy. Just dump him and let's take another line.
Wait, Mr. Beauregard, if you don't care about this, and in fact haven't even heard of it until tonight, why would you bother to break your hate silence with us to call in?
You're not nearly as dumb as you look, Stevens. And while I continue to honor my statement before, I'd have to assume that this rose ordeal is a real thing. It's probably a very special thing, an intimate invitation sent by the upper echelons of King Falls, a way of making amends or bringing people worthy of attention into a conversation that normally would not have been invited to have.
Just for everyone keeping score at home, I took a college course on crazy, and I believe he is saying he knows the wreath deliveries are real, and he is probably behind them.
Time is money, gentlemen. Not that you understand that concept. But instead of painting a ceremony you know nothing about as tragic and scary, perhaps it's not. Perhaps it's something more than that entirely. In any case, it's not something that should be spoken about in public. I'll be going now, gentlemen. And while I do use that word lightly, perhaps take a break from your radio program and check your door.
Is that a threat?
Trick or treat, Samuel. Benjamin.
I wonder what he sounds like when he has something nice to say to people.
He probably hasn't said anything nice to a person since the 60s. The 1860s.
You know, I didn't mean to ruffle anyone's feathers tonight, especially crazy old billionaires who tried to drive us off the air, so let's just
I'm gonna go check the door.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Beauregard gives me the willies, and I want to make sure there isn't...
A sugar glider on a noose.
Too far. I was just gonna say that he hasn't had Pete ding-dong ditch us or something.
And here I thought the Williams boys had that market cornered.
I'll be back in a sec.
Don't talk about Pete that way, Ben. He's never going to listen to the show again. All right, folks. We are just a few hot minutes away from Eli Goldblum coming into the studio to talk about, I'm guessing ghosts with lingering mental issues. Apparitions. I'm holding out hope for an apparition with multiple personality disorder, but I don't know if that's a thing or not. Ben, you okay, buddy?
How many times did I ask you to stop talking about the stupid hearse, Sammy?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. You want to go outside and take a look?
You know, I don't think I want to. I'm happy with you filling me in.
Well, I didn't go outside, Sammy. I didn't have to. I looked out the front window.
Yeah? And?
Damn it.
Ben, what is going on? Do we need to call Troy?
The whole parking lot. Your car, my car. As far as the lights will let me see, nothing but white roses, man.
Are you serious?
Go look. Just don't go out there. It looked like it was snowing. That's how many of those damn things are out there.
What's the chances that it's just a non-Halloween bouquet from Emily to you?
0% chance, Sammy.
Folks, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
King Falls AM is a production of the Make Believe Picture Company. For credits, as well as more information about King Falls AM, you can find us on Twitter at King Falls AM, on Facebook, and at kingfallsam.com. Thanks for listening to 660 on the radio dial.